Will, and we are back with some more Zenless Zone Zero today. Back in the 2.2 update, and we are just going to be continuing on with the main story. Pretty simple. Alright. I'm getting old.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
The key is I'm already pale. Haha.
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the Proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Huh?
Alright, come on, guys. Guys, if you don't know, right now the whole Cobblemon event is going on, which is the whole Minecraft with that awesome mod that makes it Pokemon is going on. And I've been obsessed watching
As
that.
Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can
I
you?
actually like that.
When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Yeah, I like that vibe of her like having to be number one. That's a fun little quirk that you're giving her.
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Oh, look at Bangboos season up over there. Alright, before we go and do that, let's do the usual collect stuff as well as check on... We got 2 new thingies. 34 days, so we got plenty of time for that. And also 34 days. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm a dingus, and I forgot to do logins when we were not playing, so I missed a buttload of days on doing this. But luckily, it's a 35-day thing, so we're good. We're good. Announcement. Game optimization. Okay. And it's looks like we're just short at starting up 2 more events. So next week we should be in the midst of 2 different events. Internet, what do we got? Okay, main story stuff. I kind of hate that the quests are on the internet and that the notifications are just like kind of like we don't really even use these anymore. I wish just the notifications was this. I wish they were like combined into the same thing. Like maybe if they turned it into like this whole everything here feels like a social media app rather than how it's kind of split up here where it's like this feels like social media and then these just kind of feel like random other things. Even though I feel like this could very easily slip in with this. Those 2 could be easily combined. Same with this, where it's like a post happens and it's like information, but it's also this quest stuff as well. And you'll have like different categories of posts that are very like clear. And then there'll also be like posts that are like these, which are big mile markers, which once you select them, they'll like then get like set here. And then this also could be another thing where it's like a random post that will just be like giving you these goods on here. Basically condensing all of this down to 2 tabs. This tab, which is a combination of this one, and then this tab where the photos get added on once they get unlocked here. That would have made things so much easier. But alas, it is not. Alright. Season up. Boom.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma!
Exaltus, maybe?
Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise?
Oh. Have they ever done swearing in this game before?
From the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry, my joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator!
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
Alright, pretty basic. Oh yes, I believe the new Genshin update is also going to be happening, I think, this week. It's already getting queued up for us. So.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert. Like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not give them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Circle them! Let's provide cover fire!
Let's pulverize them!
I'll pierce right through.
Adjusting for
I'm not late, right? I've been on standby for a
Get behind me!
This felt like we were like literally unloading into him with the final attack sequence, and it just like nothing was happening. That is one of the reasons why I'm not super jazzed about trying to get trigger, just because like her attack just seems like it should be doing damage, but it just does nothing unless it's the big charge attack.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve—
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Like her.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Opal soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Opal, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus. Head on. The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up.
Dang it.
Who would ever call this an ambush? I've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials. Targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Opal Squad's been waiting for.
Dude, that did a lot of damage.
The target's exposed.
Tactical strategy. Torture!
Careful, Captain!
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
I'll take point. Supporting position. See, let's see Senior cool off a bit,
Alright, honestly, Trigger keeps throwing me off when
Everything
I
is
swap
moving
her in.
along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Look, Exaltus, at least, like, they have a fit. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Jesus. That was like a long dark screen. Holy shit.
Hmm?
Is it... I hope they're not doing the thing where it's like literally everyone in Porcelumix is evil and bad. Because it's kind of seeming like, yeah, no, it's just gonna, like, are we gonna have to go through every fucking CEO in this goddamn company? Because every single one of them is gonna be like, ah, I'm a good guy. Psych, I'm a bad guy. Bet you totally saw that coming for the last 30 minutes. So we'll see, but I hope they don't do that, man. Because that's definitely one issue that they have with the Hoyoverse games. Just like, everyone is just so blanketly, obviously like, oh, this guy's a villain or this guy's a good guy. Off, like, not ripped, but pretty close. A lot of the times it feels that way, and it's like, brother, we need like a little more in-betweeners. Every time I read Porcelumix, I get like, my mind's like, it's just like, no matter how many times I read that goddamn name, it always fumbles me. Because I just keep thinking porcelain. And it's like, nope, that's not.
The Exaltis, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltis stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltis leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltis will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishuan Shifu, and the Exaltis suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquai Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Wi-Fi Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Rinquay Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Krampus?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the Proxy as an accomplice too?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the Proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can trust me, just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner, a soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even, cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military codename was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally! The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishan Sifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishan Sifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
All we can do now is pray that Rinquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltus might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now. Huh? I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister!
By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Shuibian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Hand over the proxy!
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the Defense Force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
See, Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula's support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Bathan, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the Proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the Proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the Proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Why would you think that?
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the Proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquei Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason. You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltists still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Rinquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate? Even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Wise, I just received an alert from Barry.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, Ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists' operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
Then let's move out. Opal Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquay Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Opal Squad would draw too much attention. I'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Opal Squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
Beat it already. Alright, let's do some daily-ish stuff. Back in there. As per usual, so much story stuff with minimal actual gameplay. Still really need to work on that, man. We have like one more thing to do. This I need to figure out how the hell to do. Test. I need to figure out where the hell that is. We already have it.
Ishwan Shifu,
This is my father. I brought him here as soon as he got back to Waifei Peninsula. I dare say that there's no one in Waifei who knows more about the Tide Fair than my dad. If you've got any questions, ask away.
I look forward to hearing your insights, Mr. Moi. I wanted to ask about the sigil on this sky letter.
Ah, you must be Ishin Shufu, right? Sorry, you're asking the wrong person here. I don't know anything about sky letters and whatnot. I just heard that after 11 years, Sweebian Temple had mystics again and figured I'd come have a look.
Is that so? Tell me, what are your initial impressions?
It's not the same. Not the same at all.
Not the same? What are you talking about?
The Tide Fair. It's just a distant memory to me now. I'm old and don't remember what happened 11 years ago. You should ask someone else.
Wait, what's going on, Dad? That's not what you said at home. You used to go on about the Tide Fair all the time.
Did I? I don't remember that.
What do you mean? We even have the sky letter my brother left behind.
I said I don't remember.
No need to be upset, sir. Whether you remember or not, it's all part of Swabian Temple's fate. We won't force it.
Well, I've seen all that I needed to. Let's go home.
Come on, Dad. Sorry. I didn't know he was gonna be like this. Maybe he's just in a bad mood today. Let me take him home for now. I'll contact you again if I find anything useful.
Looks like the Skyletter sigil lead isn't working out so well.
That's fine. We could always head back to Yunquei Summit and go through the older books. I'm sure we'll find something.
Oh, about what old Mo said. What did he mean by not the same?
He's probably comparing me to the previous owner of the temple. I never met her myself, but I've always been curious about the founder of Swabian Temple and the Tide Fair. I'll tell you more about her some other time. As for that gentleman, he came to judge for himself whether Swabian Temple is worthy of continuing the Tide Fair. All we can do now is try our best and wait for fate to bring him around again.
Don't worry. We're all doing our best here.
And I couldn't ask for more than that. Let us treat this challenge as part of our training as well. Not just yours, but mine too.
Oh, okay, so this is probably gonna be where we get some more Bangboos then. Box. Okay, I have mixed feelings about her because they said she disappeared, or kind of disappeared, like she went somewhere else during the mission. So I'm thinking either one, she's already on to the other guy being like corrupt, or she's actually the one that's corrupt. And the other two we saw in the holo are actually on the right side, but they can't trust our squad because she is corrupt. So it's one of the two. Geez, yeah, I don't know. I got weird vibes when they did the first flashback for Orphe. The tail specifically. When they did the flashback with the tail and her, and at the end of that, it was like her in a wheelchair and Zelda doing the speech in front of a bunch of the soldiers. I just got like weird vibes from her in that flashback, so I'm like, maybe... I don't know. I think that might be lesser than just the obvious straightforward, like, those bad guys are bad guys kind of thing, because, like I've said, Zenless Zone Zero, a lot of hoyoverse games are very straightforward with, here's bad guys! Oh, okay. Not really gonna be ambiguous, it's just kind of like, these guys have bad guy vibes, so in probably an hour or two, they'll be like, oh, they're bad guys! Yeah, they kind of have those vibes. Alright, here we go. The next hello. You got a bunch of coin. Box. Like, yeah, I think it would be kind of cool if they moved the gacha from, like, this. Like, yeah, why not? Have, like, the Bangboos have, like, a physical station you go to. Like, it would make sense within the lore of the world. Actually, what was there before? I'm trying to think. Was this just, like, I think this was maybe just closed up beforehand. We have to, what was it? We have to have, was it, we have to get 10 Bangboos, or we have to have a Bangboo to level 10? It was one of the two things. Shit. We literally just did that, like, less than 5 minutes ago, and I can't even remember it, bro. God damn it. Herbal remedies. Oh wait, we can do 3 squads now. Another level. Wow, that was super quick. Yeah, this is what's so weird. Some of these, like, take, like, a few quests to get, like, a quest or two to get through, and then others are just like, yeah, you did a thing. Go. All those are completed. Okay, the rest of those, we're gonna have to, like, wait for, like, crafting stuff to get done with, I think. Oh, it immediately got unlocked. God damn it. Alright, I shouldn't have... Alright, end early. Alright, there we go. Now we got those two going at the same time, which means both of those will be unlocked, and we'll probably get another level out of that. Because, yeah, we went slow. We got, like, stuck on, like, what was it, level 15 or something for a while. So we got, like, a lot of coins and other stuff from kind of being stuck on there for a while. Nice. Fancy. We fancy. Alright. Hold on, before we do that, let's keep going with the main story.
Experimental ether units called Obscura were placed in large numbers within the Hollow and around Wi-Fi Peninsula by Porcelumex and the Exaltists. Obel Squad was the first to discover that they could hold and even generate a sacrifice. Later operations by other squads also confirmed this. That's about all we've got on the Obscura for now, and there are still many unchecked ones hidden in Wi-Fi. According to our investigations, none carrying sacrifices have been found outside the Hollow.
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown. Right, Colonel Isolde?
You're right, Orphe. Which is why we're launching the Hollow evacuation plan, starting with relocating the residents of Phylum Heights. We're moving them into the city, at least until every Obscura in the area has been inspected. The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General. As for Obel Squad, you'll be on standby as a mobile unit, ready to jump in the moment anything goes sideways.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move however we want for now, correct?
It's on standby at all times, not do whatever you like. Is that clear, Captain Magus?
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything reckless.
I'll keep an eye on the captain. I won't let Obel Squad go off script.
Why do I get the feeling something's
That's
going on
literally
between
what's
you all?
about to happen.
Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the Proxy stays safe, Magus.
Of course. The Proxy's a VIP under our protection, aren't you, Proxy?
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating alongside the residents.
The big shots can't wait to run for their lives, huh?
The threat of hidden sacrifices is no joke. We can't blame the executives for saving their own hides. All right then. I'll go get the executive sorted for VIP evac. Obel Squad is dismissed for now.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain Magus?
I was just wondering, Colonel, if I ever disobeyed your orders, would you be able to forgive me?
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, right, Captain Magus? But if that day ever comes, I trust that you'd have your reasons.
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel Isolde.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
Don't worry, I'll keep her in line.
Huh? Me?
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change, right?
Damn right.
Good to hear. That makes me feel a little better, Captain.
Proxy! Proxy!
The way you're sneaking around whispering like that, it obviously looks like you're trying to rope me into some secret plan.
The captain said that you should sneak over and meet us over there in a bit. It'd be way too obvious if we all moved together.
Isn't the captain always right behind you? Why bother sending you over to pass on a message?
Well, because the captain's voice is way too loud. She couldn't whisper for her life.
Ooh. The rare occasion of us using our phone canonically.
Tell the workers to pick up the pace. That porcelain's worth more than their lives.
Don't let them hear you. I don't want to see complaint letters in the employee yearbook.
Complaint
Yearbook?
letters?
What?
You actually read those, boss?
Training reliable subordinates matters more than you'd think. We don't want to end up in the same mess we did back then. We trusted the Defense Force to protect company assets, but they were useless. And that cost us a fortune.
Sorry, excuse me. Please, could you let my child move up in line?
Yeah, let the kid through! Cut it out! The evacuation order's been planned long in advance. You're only getting out of here because the company paid for it. Don't push it!
Watch your mouth. Protecting the company's image is also part of what you're paid for.
Please, can you let my child go?
Sorry. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to help anyone either.
Today, Wi-Fi Peninsula has opened its door to us. Just like every other door in this city.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much appreciated.
This moment right now, and back then, it's all starting to look the same.
Okay, so yeah.
To those sitting at the top, our lives are nothing but silver spoons they use to scoop up and savor their triumph. Civilians, soldiers, doesn't matter. We're all merely specks of dust beneath the feet of giants clashing above us. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
Oh, or is it gonna be he's just kind of selfish asshole and she's gonna go
This
evil
is the
on him for
Exaltus base
revenge?
we cleared out earlier. The Proxy was there too.
Weren't we looking for a hidden base? Why are we back here again?
According to Fairy's calculations, the fissure that leads directly to the blind spot just so happens to be located in this area. I guess you could say we let the Exaltus slip right under our noses.
If it weren't for Lorenz and Lucro's interference, we might have uncovered signs of a base much earlier.
The fissure is close by, but Barry's calculations could only narrow it down this far. We'll need you all to head into the hollow to confirm the exact location.
Commencing operation. Objective, locate the nearby fissure.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Captain, the barrel's scorching hot!
Feels fast, just on a, like
The
a
first
walking
diffraction
basis.
signal source has been confirmed.
Now we just need to find the second signal source, and we can pinpoint the exact coordinates.
I feel like this game has new character syndrome a lot.
You're gonna fool me, are you? Did you already have a map with the fissure location prepared in your backpack?
Hey, no need to question my professional skills as a proxy, okay? Still, these data errors feel a little too organized to be natural. It's almost like someone deliberately set up this puzzle.
What I mean by new character syndrome is like when you play as like these new characters, they feel a lot more juiced up than they would otherwise be. Like when we got Shifu as the character, I have her pretty well set up in terms of her engine and her level and all of that stuff. But she still feels nowhere near as strong as she was when like she was like a brand new character and we were doing the main story. She felt like way more stronger then. Alright, let's do this. Bangboo traversal. Right. On. Run, little guy, run. For freedom. And by freedom, I mean a maze.
Operating protocol.
The purpose of these devices seems to be to guide and concentrate the miasma.
How did you figure that out, Proxy?
It's all thanks to their engineers. They left super clear comments in the code. The final sacrifice. Large-scale miasma activation experiment. The Exaltus need to gather a massive amount of miasma. These devices must be crucial for that. The Exaltus outposts full of miasma might be the result of these devices as well.
Communication structure analysis complete. Hub device location locked. Uploading to HDD now.
Oh, I was gonna say, maybe those are buttons that we're supposed to hit.
These are the coordinates of the blind spot.
Okay, come on, guys. Like, I was excited these were put into the game, but, like, it feels like a lot of them is literally walk down this path. It's like, nah, man, like, we need to get, like, fucking swinging things going back and forth that could, like, knock us over or knock us out or something like that. Like, it needs more than just walk down this path, ride this elevator, walk down this path, oh, you're there. It needs to be a little bit more complicated than that. Even if it's just slightly more. Because, like, there was nothing stopping us at all during that thing. It was like, how is that, like... You know? It needs to have something... Some sort of booby trap or obstacle. Not just...
Pinpointing Fisher coordinates.
Hey, you soldiers over there!
Well, well, look who it is. Isn't this the same guy we bumped into last time?
Obel Squad. What are you doing here?
Yeah, that familiar, annoying voice. It's definitely him.
I want to ask you the same question. What are you doing here?
We're here under Major General Lorenz's orders, of course.
All right. We all know you're his right-hand man. But haven't you given me that line already?
I have no obligation to explain myself to you. But to avoid unnecessary conflict between so-called allies, this facility holds a stockpile of porcelain belonging to Porcelumex. We've been assigned to constant guard duty here to prevent any of the returning Exaltists from stealing the city's strategic resources.
Wasn't it Porcelumex who originally handed these strategic city resources over to the Exaltists? You sure are going out of your way to clean up the mess they made.
I'm not in the mood to bicker with you. Now, it's your turn to answer, Captain Magus. Why are you here? I don't recall receiving any orders about reinforcements or rotation.
As I'm sure you're aware, I'm the one Commander Lorenz designated as a restricted operative. I fled into the Hollow carrying sensitive military info. Obel Squad is just here to capture me.
Proxy?
Oh. This envoy really is good at causing trouble, huh? Don't you think, Captain Magus?
No. We've received new intelligence indicating that the Exaltists likely still have a key base in the Hollow. Obel Squad's mission is to clear any threats to civilians here. You're a soldier too, so you should understand a soldier's duty.
A soldier's first and foremost duty is to follow orders.
No, it's not.
To follow orders. And doing that is what keeps everyone safe.
You're leading your squad without authorization. This is a clear violation of military command!
Forget the orders. I did inform Obel just to dance to someone else's tune. If disobeying orders is what it takes to protect this city, then so be it. I'll face a court-martial.
I've got a recording device, you know. Every word you say will be used as evidence in court.
And I've got heavy firepower. If you don't step aside, every word you say might just become your last.
The intel came from me, and this operation is under my lead. If the Defense Forces commanders have a problem with that, they can take it up with me directly.
Threatening your comrades only adds to your offenses, Captain Magus. I'm not obligated to stop you from engaging in conflict. Go if you must. I hope to see you all alive in the military courts.
Whatever, douche. How does someone become so fucking brain broken? It's like, my goal in life is to follow orders. It's like, okay, psycho, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you have, like, so nothing in your life that everyone needs to tell you what to do all the time, at every moment, for everything? That's the only purpose of your life? Like, that is fucking pathetic, dude. Learn to be an individual and think for yourself and do things. I wouldn't even take a whiz without being ordered. Jesus Christ, man.
Now Obel's squad really is in big trouble. Captain Magus, was it really necessary to go that far?
Don't worry, little Proxy. When the time comes, I'll say the envoy was coerced by our troops and forced to lead the way into the Hollow.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's you and everyone from Obel.
I will take full responsibility for disobeying orders, and I'll go to Isolde to plead my case.
No! Captain Magus, if you get arrested, I'll have to face the battlefield all alone!
Hey, couldn't you say something that shows you care about me, Orphe?
Wise, we have an urgent communication request from the Defense Force.
An urgent call from the Defense Force?
Well, actually, Colonel Isolde contacted Ishu and Shifu, who then got in touch with me. They want to use the HDD's communication channel to deliver a message to you. I only called it an urgent communication because I wanted to sound more professional in front of the Defense Force.
Good afternoon, team. I had heard about Phaethon's abilities before, but experiencing a device that can communicate inside the Hollow firsthand still feels incredible.
Colonel, Isolde, let me explain.
Acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for leniency? Captain Magus, you've been in the military long enough to know. Your behavior is getting more and more unruly.
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat!
You mean you heard all that? Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely lacking.
Anyway, I'm fully aware of the situation. You did the right thing, Captain Magus. All those years ago, we followed our orders, and our comrades died. And now, we can no longer stand by and watch Waifei Peninsula fall into danger for the sake of following orders.
All those years ago?
Isolde, why bring up the past all of a sudden?
I think it's time I told you a few things now, Magus. Everyone here is either a comrade you can entrust your life to, or a brave soul willing to lay down their life for the safety of New Eridu. Which is why what I'm about to tell all of you is so important. It's a story of betrayal. A grave crime born of selfish ambition that put our city and its people in danger.
So, your inspection has finally uncovered something.
Captain Magus and the Colonel's comrades all died during the fall of the old capital, due to a lapse in commands from higher up. Is that what you want to tell us about?
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line evacuating civilians. And that's what our comrades did. They fought to the very end, till the last drop of their blood was shed. But what we were guarding was not a railway for evacuating civilians. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a Topps warehouse outside the Hollow. Of course, That company paid the commander a hefty reward for that. Every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teammates, Magus.
Captain Magus.
Isolde. Who was the corrupt commander who accepted the bribe? And where is the company that paid it? Answer me.
Captain Magus, your body is becoming unstable.
Answer me, Isolde!
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet. Stay calm, Magus.
Stay calm? Stay calm? How do you expect me to stay calm?
Captain Magus, if you can't keep yourself together...
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unleash this fury, Isolde!
Captain Magus, for the safety of the squad, I'm authorized to activate sleep mode.
You would dare to stop me, Orphe?
I don't have the right to ignore your anger, but the people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for you to say. What do you know of my anger, Phaethon?
We all lost so much. During the disaster, everyone here, Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and all the civilians in Waifei Peninsula who were displaced by the fall of the old capital. So many people, just like you, lost everything. Natural disasters, man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already in New Eridu? But we didn't let anger, sorrow, or regret pull us down. Thanks to our courage, we've achieved everything we have now. Your Obol squad, Orphe, Trigger, Seed, and Soldier 11. Your story with them. Sure, the past does matter, but they do too.
Soldier 11 really got the shaft in this. Like, we've, like, really not
Captain
really
Magus.
interacted with her at all.
How am I a part of this?
Thank you, Proxy. Isolde, I won't let this go. But as you said, I'll wait for the right time to act.
Like, that's one thing I'd say. Like, obviously there's issues in terms of pacing the story with gameplay, which they're fucking terrible at, where it's like, just put it out as like an anime at this point using your CGI assets. Like, just do it, because that's basically what you're doing with the main story. It's just 2 hours worth of cutscenes with very brief, like 2 to 5 minute like gameplay in between, very brief. So it's just like, might as well just make it a full-on like anime with these assets. One of the issues is with when it comes to like new characters and whatnot, and when they're trying to like rope in older characters, like with this, it's like, yeah, Trigger's there and so is Soldier 11, but like they don't, like, we haven't really talked to them at all during this whole situation, despite them being right, like, just pan the camera slightly over there, right there. But it's like, okay, them being there and them actually like being, like, physically being there versus being there for like the conversation and like the story are like two different things. And they're just so close at grasping that in this game, where it's like, it's more than just having them standing right there. It's like, yeah, they need to stand there and also participate in this conversation. Because this is one thing that they have issues with, is like, it's just the new characters. Like, this whole thing was just the 3 new characters, 2 of which are then like new playable characters. So it's like, yeah, but also you keep bringing, like, they're part of the squad. They brought them up, like Trigger and Soldier 11. We know them, yet we haven't really interacted with them at all for this whole thing. And if you're gonna go heavy on the story elements, like you very clearly already are, why aren't you also doing, like, having them do stuff too? I mean, like, having an extra 20 minutes of conversation because of them isn't gonna break this, because you already have like 2 odd hours of just like dialogue with these people for the story. So it's like, might as well just throw that in as well, so that it actually feels more like a cohesive unit rather than Yeah, it's weird how they're just standing over there silent this whole time and not really talking about any of the stuff that's currently going on.
Yes, let's leave it for later. What's most important now is for you all to carry on with your current mission. I'm telling you this now because you were right about one thing. Merely following orders doesn't make you a good soldier. Keep moving forward, everyone. I'll take the heat from command.
Time's ticking, and the Hollow is changing rapidly. If we delay any longer, the fissure might disappear entirely.
Understood, Proxy. Obel Squad, we're moving out!
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these years. Far luckier than I have, Magus.
It's not often I find myself thinking, maybe I'd be better off without comrades like them.
Also, another thing, like the conversations they're having walking around the Hollow, they're making them way too long. Or like, cool, you take 20 steps over there, meanwhile you have to wait for this 2-minute dialogue conversation to finish talking. It's like, you just can't help yourself where you have to throw story into every inch of this game. But it's like, okay, just add more gameplay while they're monologuing, instead of it making it a short little thing.
There sure are a lot of Exaltist rats hiding in here.
The Proxy's intel has been a huge help.
They keep saying something about the final sacrifice. We have to stop them.
Yeah, look at that. Her tail just wipes people out so quickly. But Trigger blasting people in the face does nothing. Crazy.
It's been a while, Phaethon.
Sarah, how many of the Exaltist's crimes have you been quietly orchestrating from the shadows?
Crimes? Ah, you mean those reasonable and necessary sacrifices? As a loyal servant of the Creator, my answer is, of course, every single one. I have to say, among the masses of ignorant and arrogant unbelievers, you stand out as particularly detestable, Fate.
Captain Magus, that woman is making personal attacks on the Proxy.
I might not be good at personal attacks, but I'm an expert at suppressive fire. Prepare to die!
Prepare to meet your end!
You stubborn fools. Struggle all you want. The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain. It's just one more gentle push.
Avarok. I've got to admit, that one's hard to kill.
Death is a cruel fate, but the Creator does show mercy to the most faithful servants at times.
No matter what tricks or lies you try to use, we won't let anyone threaten New Eridu.
Threaten New Eridu? Young unbeliever. The parasites devouring the city aren't here. The real poison has always been lurking in the very blood of the city, which actually makes you and me allies, not enemies.
This is the thing that always drives me crazy when they have people like this, where it's just like, then fuck off and make your own civilization separate. Why don't you just do that? No, we need to destroy this one first. Whatever.
Don't you dare compare my proxy to you.
But I don't think we'll have the opportunity to work together. The end is drawing near. The Overseer's ritual must not be interrupted, faithful servants. The Creator will remember your names.
Alright, this story has felt so brief so far.
The Creator is always faithful to sacrifice. The path back to the Master is always blood and bones. Life and death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering. All shall return to creator.
See, let's see Senior cool off a bit.
Okay, Jesus God, the camera's fucking seizing up there.
Get behind me. Ether vision activate.
Oops, I can't really control my strength. Captain and I got this. Maximum firepower. Hold on, me and Zeke Senior.
Alright, next one, let's go. That wasn't the boss.
Let's go take a look.
Line up. No pushing.
May the Creator refine us. Sanctuaries chosen, favored by the Creator.
The monsters have swarmed the entirety of Phylum Heights. Be sure to stay vigilant.
Wise, we've got an emergency. Exalted priests and sacrifices are attacking Wi-Fi Peninsula. They're pouring out of the Obscura, and there's a lot of them.
Our attack on the base in the Hollow led to chaos in the city outside. Are they using the attack as a cover to escape?
The city is under attack? Do we keep pursuing or fall back to assist?
Rather obvious and sloppy scheme. Our comrades from Obsidian Division are stationed in the city, along with the mystics of Yunquay Summit. The city should be in good hands for the time being.
Ishu and Shifu and the other disciples are helping suppress the sacrifices in the main district. But there's a gap in the defenses on the mountain road above Phylum Heights.
The mountain road? But according to the distribution map we received, there shouldn't be any Obscura in that area.
Which is why we didn't deploy heavy defenses near the mountain road.
Oh no! There are many residential areas near there.
Got it. Calculating a route from the Hollow back to Wi-Fi Peninsula for evacuation. Almost done.
We're counting on you, Proxy.
Alright. Okay, what the heck is up with this? This is the second one today that's, like, taken, like, a while. Oh wow, look at those other main characters standing slightly off the side. And yeah, why the fuck do we keep being given Trigger when we're doing fights? Soldier 11's there, let us use her instead.
thanks to the support from Yunquei Summit, the sacrifices in the main district have been suppressed, and the civilians in the city are safe.
Our mission is to eliminate the sacrifices and exaltists around the Mountain Road area while protecting 2 VIP targets.
Which are the annoying Porcelumix executive Lucro, and the even more annoying Obsidian Division Major General Lorenz.
Bad news? We've lost contact with Mr. Lucro. Good news, the Major General is en route to the evacuation point below the mountain road.
Hard to say which is the good news and which is the bad. Like them or not, the mission still has to be completed. There are plenty of homes around the Mountain Road area, so there's no time to waste. Let's move out!
Okay. We are gonna call it here for today, guys. Honestly, I think this might just be the last quest. Honestly, this just felt like weirdly short. I can't put my finger on it. It's just like, okay, we're doing more stuff with the Exaltists, and it just kind of feels like we just kind of got the overview of one of the new characters, and that's kind of all that's really happened here. It was interesting that they did bring that woman back. What's her face? And they used her for that, and it was just like, really? This didn't really seem super important or super important until just then. And then the fight that followed that was just like, here's kind of like a basic bad boss. Not like the super end of chapter final boss type thing. So it's like, huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So far this main story beat has kind of just felt a little hollow, ironically. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, guys. The end of day 1,833 of streaming in a row. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do some more of this. We're gonna get through the main story. Probably check out the event stuff if we have time for that, which we probably should. Yeah, we're about 3-ish hours into this, so they're never longer than 2.5 to maybe 4 hours in story. They're very good at having averaging what the playtime is for the story for every update. But yeah, man, come on, Trigger and Soldier 11, that's definitely when it comes to storytelling, that's one aspect that hasn't really been a thing so far, but the deeper we get into season 2, it's kind of popped up a little bit here or there where they will show off previous characters, but show off in terms of oh, well, they're standing there. Yeah, but there's well, why are they here? Why aren't we interacting with them with this story that's going on literally steps away from them? But they have nothing to say about it. It's no. If you're going to focus heavily on the story and you're going to reuse these older characters, which I'm happy they are, good, you should be doing that, building out the world. They should be participating more in the conversation. But yeah, that we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Like I said, we're probably right at the tail end of this, so we'll probably finish it up tomorrow. And yeah, the Genshin Impact update is happening. Well, the download's happening today. I don't know if the update's happening tomorrow or the day after that. But we shall see. We'll have a whole new section to explore in there, which, if you've been watching my Genshin, you know that game drives me fucking crazy. And honestly, I have not seen barely anyone talk about the next update, despite it being a big update and it revealing a whole new area. So it's weird. This is the first time it's felt like no one's been talking about the next Genshin update. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully they turn it around, because this whole last section has been pretty bad. The whole last year has been just a very mixed bag, crazy mixed bag. It's crazy that they go from probably one of the best arcs in the story to one of the most muddled and weird arcs ever. So hopefully the next one will tie some of this shit together. Yeah, that is it for today. Like I said, tomorrow more Zenless Zone Zero. Like always, links down below for my Blue Sky, my Twitter, and links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And I'll see you all tomorrow with some more Zenless Zone Zero. See ya.